Hey guys, in this video we're going to go over 5 product page mistakes that you're making that are killing your Shopify conversion rate. After watching, if you fix these 5 things, you're going to see your ROAS, conversion rate, and revenue go up. So let's get right into it. So the first mistake most stores are making is having more than one CTA. As we see here in this example, they have pretty much 3 CTAs. They have the add to cart, buy with Shop Pay, and more payment options. And clearly the buy with Shop Pay appears to be the primary CTA, when in reality we want the add to cart to be the primary CTA. So this is a bad job of guiding your user in terms of what action they need to take. You're giving them 3 options when in reality there should be one main option that they need to take after selecting the size or whatever options you have. As you can see in this brand, there's one CTA, clear CTA of add to bag. So once the customer has selected their size, their color, the clear next action to take is to add to bag. So this streamlines the process and doesn't leave your customers with having to make a final decision before taking that next step to add to their cart or bag. Next is image gallery thumbnails. So as we can see here, this bag doesn't have any image gallery thumbnails. The problem with that is when users land on your product page, the first thing they see is the images. And those are the most impactful things that are going to lead them to taking the next step in terms of scrolling down the page and seeing more information about the product. If they don't see an image that resonates with them or one that shows the product in a situation that they would likely use it in, they may bounce, they may leave the page because it just doesn't resonate with what they're thinking of. So in this example, we have Zrali here who clearly does a great job of this. They show the product here, but they also have the image gallery thumbnails. They show the person with the bag on, they show a different angle of the bag, and you can clearly see it's much easier to navigate on mobile. You can just slide through the gallery thumbnails and see pretty much all the images within a second. This is very easy to implement. Pretty much all themes have this option. The key thing here is implementing it on mobile. With e-com, like 90% of traffic comes from mobile, so you need this to be available on mobile. The third thing is subscribe and save benefits. So if your store offers subscriptions, then you need to have subscribe and save benefits to tell users why subscribing is better over not subscribing. For example, here with this brand, they're not saying any benefits from it, right? There's a little thing here, subscription benefits, and maybe if you click on it, a pop-up will show up, but most users are not going to click on this. They're going to see subscribe and save 20%. Okay, whatever, they may just go to the one-time purchase. Here, we're clearly conveying to them the benefits of subscribe and save, right? And we're really effectively using the box, because what we want to do is highlight that the subscription option is far greater than the one-time purchase. Like, it would be like a no-brainer to just go with the subscription option. For example, here, 15%. So off the bat, you're saving 15%. Then pause, skip, or cancel anytime. So right now in the customer's mind, they're thinking, all right, so if I don't like this product, I can just cancel it right after this first subscription. I don't have to stay on the subscription. I can pause it, skip it, whatever. So that takes that concern out of the customer's mind. Makes consistency easy. So they're thinking, all right, so if I do this, I might, stick with this regimen or this program, whatever, right? Exclusive gifts and training. So doing the subscription option on top of the 15%, on top of being able to cancel anytime, I'll get exclusive gifts and training, whatever it may be. So it's just a no-brainer to just go with the subscribe and save over the one-time purchase. And this is going to boost up your customer lifetime value just by having more customers switch over to subscribe and save. Next one is UGC content on the being too far down the PDP. So for example, let's open up this product page just so I can show you guys an example. So let's put this in mobile. And as you can see, this is a product for light therapy. We scroll down, we see information about the product. We see some pictures and whatnot, some more information. And this is, now we're just running into like the UGC content. These are some videos of customers that have taken with the product. And you see how far I had to scroll down for that? If you have Microsoft Clarity or any sort of heat map tools, it usually comes with a scroll map, right? And what you can do is look at the scroll map and see where most of your users are dropping off. If I had to bet, I'd say maybe like 10-15% of people are even seeing this section, right? Because it's so far down. With UGC and reviews and these types of content, you want to put that high up right under the add to cart, because it's so impactful to the customer who's viewing this product page to see other customers who have used the product, and not more of these studio taken images where obviously you had somebody take the image. They want to see like an actual customer use it and what they thought about it. So for example, here with this product, Night Buddy, they place these videos right under the add to cart. So we have this little section, some technical specs and whatnot, but it's clearly right here underneath the add to cart right here. So most users are gonna see this section here, and they'll click the video to see what the product looks like, how other customers are using it and whatnot. Next one, the final one, is size guide not next to size options. So if you have clothing items or things like this, it's really important to display the size guide right next to the size options, because it just makes it much more easier for customers to identify what size would fit them perfectly, you know? So for example, here in this example, they have their size guide all the way down here underneath the add to cart, and the size option is all the way up here. So especially on mobile, this causes friction because the user has to scroll down, scroll back up, scroll back down, scroll up. It creates a scenario where they're not selecting that size right off the bat, you know? Here we have the size guide right next to the select size options. So right when the user gets to this part, click size guide. Okay, this size would be good, medium, whatever, large, whatever, and proceed to the next step, add to bag, you know? Another thing here that I'm noticing is they have also the model size. So this is also a very important thing that you should be displaying if you display, if you're selling clothing products, is displaying what size the model is wearing, because that gives the user a better perspective of what they should purchase in terms of their size and gives them a great idea of what to select. So that's it for this video. If you liked the video, hit the like button, and if you want to see more e-com strategies, hit the subscribe. If your store gets more than 20,000 monthly visitors, I highly recommend A/B testing any of these changes before implementing them. That way you can know exactly if they have a positive impact on your store. For that, I highly recommend using Elevate A/B testing. It's a Shopify app that we built specifically for Shopify stores, so that way you can A/B test anything on your website and know exactly what works and what doesn't. Elevate is an all-in-one platform, so you can test content, theme, price, shipping, pretty much anything on your store. We offer a 14-day free trial, so feel free to test it out for yourself. Other than that, if you have any questions, just drop them in the comments and I'll be happy to respond. Thanks for watching. Bye.